Hello, I'm Brenna Nath, Vice President of Events and Community here at Housing Wire. I've had the pleasure of chatting with the Momentum Builder team a couple times this year, whether that's seeing their content, seeing them in person. So I'm super excited to have as a guest on 10-Minute Talks today, Don Goettling. He's the founder of Momentum Builder and also the CEO of Sales Mastery. So welcome, Don.
I'm glad to be here, and thank you, Brenna. This is exciting. Love Housing Wire, and this is exciting to be on the call.
What stood out to me about what you're doing at Momentum Builder, but especially what you guys are creating with the Sales Mastery event, is the fact that the time is now. You have a great pulse on what's happening in the market. So I wanted to start off through your vantage point. How would you describe today's market through the lens of what loan officers, what LOs are thinking about? And specifically, one of my favorite questions to ask is what's keeping them up at night right now?
That's a great question and relevant right now because I don't know if everybody knows, but Gino and I are still in the grind. We're in the business. We have a region of loan officers. I've been in the business almost 40 years. Yep, that's right. I started when I was 10, and we've had teams large enough to where we had 163 employees in our region doing 1.5 billion in business. Now, of course, that's slowed down like everyone, but we do understand the plight of the loan officer because we're in the grind every day. We know what their challenges are and what keeps them up right now. And of course, it's been, in my 40 years, it's been one of the toughest 3 years that I have seen since being in the industry. And it's been challenging because everybody's been battling with higher interest rates, very few refinances, affordability issues, therefore lower volumes. So it's been really challenging because a lot of our LOs feel like they're just beating their head against the wall and not seeing as much return on their energy. But the good news is that it is adjusting. Rates are finally coming down. It will change. I've gone through 4 of these cycles before. The other side of this is amazing. And the other good news is we've lost a lot of our competition. People say that there was 450,000 now down to 120,000, but I looked up and what I found is real LOs working was about 182,000 back in 2021, and we're down to 85,000 now. So a lot of our competition's gone. So it's opening the doors. Now, will the LOs gain the skill sets and the ability to gain relationships like they should? Because that's what's going to be important. Those who do will crush it as things pick up. The others will be left behind.
Those are some interesting stats that you just shared. And to me, paint the truth of what's actually happening in this market, level setting with LOs and saying, this is where the market currently stands. What are the extra bullet points that you might flag when it comes to, okay, this is what's happening out there. This is probably what they're thinking about and keeping them up at night to, okay, here's some truths along with the fact you just listed out about what it takes to lead and win and grow in this market, because you still have optimism that they can succeed.
Oh, there's a lot of people that are succeeding, but the main issue is so many loan officers today, including some of ours, worry too much because it's been so tough. They worry too much about what the competition's doing, what they don't have, what shiny objects they need. They're looking for solutions. And right now it's really just going back to some basics and learning what's working in today's market. I hear a lot, Brenna, that LOs are waiting for the market to go back to normal. There is no normal. It's changed. Our industry has completely changed and it's time to change with it. So have you shifted with the market? And what's nice is, being part of Sales Mastery and Momentum Builder is we get to talk to a lot of the top professionals in the industries and finding out what they're doing to be successful. We're bringing people to Sales Mastery that are doing well over $100 million in production. And no, not with 20-person teams. We're talking mere mortals, friends of ours that are crushing this market, and they've changed their mindset. They've changed their processes. They've changed how they do business and how they build relationships, because thank goodness, everybody's worried about AI taking our jobs, but I think building relationships is more important than ever right now because people have a little lack of trust because of AI. So now building relationships is more important than ever. But how do you do that? And I have a lot of people on stage for the 3.5 days that are going to share those strategies.
Something that sounds like it's coming across the entire house industry, whether that's talent to the home shoppers and home buyers, is everyone's anchoring to this market that's not coming back. And like you said, of like, I'm just waiting for things to get back to normal. No, like you need to anchor the current market to where we are right now, which I think is a great call out. Something that really stood out to me about the Sales Mastery event is your call out on the power of coming together. And you shouldn't be isolated. And when you come together, you have the opportunity that comes with collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
And what you just said, you have a lot of people on stage who are talking about how they've shifted their mindset to make it work in this market. Can you dive into that some more?
Yeah, and I appreciate you bringing that up because the LOs have been challenged. COVID kind of hurt our industry in a way. Yes, was it two of the best years a lot of us have had, but it
Mhm.
also hurt our industry because it made us isolated. It made us a little lazy. Now, uh, and you don't have to do it alone. I mean, you really don't. One of the things that changed my career is I was doing it alone and trying to make it on my own. And thankfully, somebody introduced me to Sales Mastery and Todd Duncan, and it changed my career because I was surrounded by people that were successful, people that are excited about the industry. And I was finding out about the people that I need to know, the tools I need to use, and how to use them, and then getting re-energized. It re-energized me every single year, and usually told me, "Oh shoot, there was two more things that I said I was going to do last year. I'll do this year." But we're going to hand these playbooks to everybody. I mean, imagine just being in a room with like-minded people that are excited about the industry and pumped to go to the next level. And we're going to hand those playbooks from the speakers. And we have in the industry speakers and outside the industry speakers bringing perspectives that we probably didn't know about and should know about. And it's going to be exciting. It's not just going to be tactics, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I that energy you feel in the
Mm-hmm.
room at a conference. I wish I could ball that up and like put it in a shot in the days where you are working that you don't feel the motivation. Just remember and go back. And you probably could do it through video these days by just watching a video of the event. But there is something so powerful about being in a room with people who are optimistic about the potential that they have in this industry. So I'm with you on how contagious that feels. I noticed the theme for the event is beyond boundaries. It's kind of this theme for growth. And how? What are some of the outdated strategies that you think professionals should abandon to embrace this theme, and maybe use that to also just explain more of how that theme is coming into fruition throughout the days of the event?
All right, and I love your questions, Brenna. They're really good because they're relevant to today's market. It's been a challenging market, and we brought Sales Mastering Todd Duncan back for a reason. It's what our industry needs more than ever. I know a lot of people we're talking to like, I know I want to be at the event, but I can't afford it. It's not a cost. It's an investment in your business. And when you're surrounded by like-minded individuals, it does elevate your game. It does get you excited. It gives you renewed energy. And that's why we have networking events. We're even having a cornhole tournament just for fun. And, and then and all our speakers hang out. They're part of our community. Imagine being part of a community that's all helping each other succeed. Those who aren't part of this community and trying to do it on their own are really going to be left behind because doing it on your own is a long road. It's very challenging and no guarantee for success. So we're excited to be bringing Sales Mastery and all these great professionals together to get to the other side of this challenging market. And we couldn't be more excited than ever. Our lineup is sick. It's going to be really fun. And we brought it to Dallas because we want it center of the country. Everybody can get to. Flights are cheap. We have a room block. We now have a BOGO special, buy one, get one free, to help you bring a friend, a teammate, because we know that collaboration makes it that much more exciting and that much more fun.
Yeah, I want to emphasize that. I think a BOGO deal is great. Everything we talked about comes because not only is it a great deal, I think that that's amazing, but to me, it's bringing someone into the room that I
Mm-hmm.
think is great to highlight. It's building on that community of like, hey, you surely know someone who also can benefit from being in here, and then you're just building upon the energy that's palatable when you come together. So, emphasize that. Any other details before we wrap that you'd want to highlight?
Just that the BOGO offer is really, plus you can use our discount code SM25. So you get a discount on the ticket. And once you buy the ticket, you'll receive a link to invite somebody else. So you don't have to buy a ticket, buy one, and you'll get a link and say, I'm bringing my friend, my teammate, my coworker, my manager, my referral partner, maybe share the cost with them. We're making it easy because our goal is to positively impact as many sales professionals as possible and get them all in one room so that we can get to the other side of this and have fun doing it.
To your point, the industry needs this. So thank you for putting this together. Thank you for coming on 10 minutes to talk, 10-minute talks to discuss it with us. Appreciate it, Don.
No, thank you. And thank you for Housing Wire being our title sponsor. I'm very excited to be aligned with you guys. It's going to be an amazing event. And thank you, Brenna.